Oh my gosh. I am so excited for this conversation because Liz Mitchko and I have known each other forever. And she is what I call the vendor booth merchandising marketing guru. So, Liz, thank you for coming to our growth workshop. You've got a great breakout session. Tell me about it.
Well, thanks again for having me join you all. Like Tina said, we've known each other a long time, and my background is in marketing, international marketing, but I've been in the trade show slash events for probably close to 40 years. So you've learned a lot in that. And through the power of observation, my background, my actual businesses, it's allowed me to come up with this class called Marketing and Merchandising. And this is strictly whether you have a standalone tent or you're at a bricks and mortar building. It's a different way to look at how marketing and merchandising work together and how you should look at it to get the most bang for your buck, increase your sales, and de stress your life on it.
Oh, de-stress. I love that.
Yeah. We all need it.
So tell us a little bit more about who would need want to come to this event. Who would you get the most out of it?
Anybody that has to interact with the public in a as a vendor, okay?
Okay.
Like whether at your street fair, your first Saturdays or that you have there in town, or you're going to be a vendor at a craft show or at the farmers market.
Mhm.
And it's teaching you how to learn about who your market is, who your consumer is, and what you need to pay attention. And now, like I know, between the 2 days, we have where it's business people whose target market might be people 30, 40 years old and up versus under 21.
Mhm.
There's a big difference. Everything from signage to placement of product.
Mhm.
And so it's what you need to look at and common sense thinking on how to get the reactions that you are looking for, which is at least having a person stop, look, listen, read, and hopefully purchase.
Nice. So one of the things that we have here in Nevada is we have businesses that are brick and mortar, but within the brick and mortar, we have booths for different businesses. Um, how would that type of business or people that are participating in that type of business, would they get information from this class that would be helpful too?
Absolutely, because when you have a booth, especially when it's among a lot of other booths, you need to distinguish yourself and your booth, but it has to be inviting. And I realize if we sit there and say, I have a 10 by 10 booth, which means I have 100 square feet, I want to get the most stuff crammed in there. But do you really?
Yeah.
If it's so crammed in, what are they not seeing?
Yeah.
Where is your placement? Okay.
Right.
Like we said, if your demographic is towards skewing to mom, dads, grandparents, guess what? You don't put a darn thing on the floor.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to bend over.
Very true. Very
Okay.
true.
But if your product is targeted to the kids of those people, guess what? Yeah, you want it down on their level.
Right.
What color is things? What's your signage? How big is your font?
Right.
These are all things that we go into the reasoning and the thought process behind it. Um, you know, if you've got like in like an antique mall or something where it's multiple booths,
Right.
how often do you go in and change your display?
Hmm.
Or if it's just a 2 day craft fair where you're in your booth for those 2 days, how many times does the average shopper go by your booth?
Yeah.
These are all questions you need to ask. And things is which way does your sign face?
Hmm.
Take the class and you're going to find out how to answer that.
Yeah. So if I'm a brick and mortar boutique, it
Mhm.
sounds like that there I could get some really, really, really great insight as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, because you're cultivating a customer,
Mhm.
and especially if you're a bricks and mortar, whether you're a clothing boutique or a hobby shop, that you have models and everything, what is stimulating visual interest to get their attention?
Mm.
Do we need fireworks? No. Do you need a carefully placed sign? Possibly. Is that sign going to distract from what you want to tell them? Or
Oh,
is it
that's
going
interesting.
to encourage them to come in and find out more?
Oh,
So, it really doesn't matter if it's a bricks and mortar versus a pop up 10 by 10 easy up on the street. There's things that you can apply to both situations.
mhm.
But the biggest thing is I don't know about you, but when I go to a store, and I could be a mass merchandiser or a little boutique, if I cannot walk through the aisle comfortably,
Mhm.
be it because you got pop-up displays here and here, and I got a zigzag like this, that's going to turn me off. If I
Mhm.
have no room to step back and look at things from floor to ceiling, or however your placement is, you're too cramped. I mean, I used to love as a kid going to jumble shops, but I was a lot smaller then. It wasn't so big. The five and dime. I'm telling my age here, right?
Right.
Yeah, now it's like $5 and $10. But all of these things, placement and traffic flow, um, you know, how how many facings that you have. We actually break down even bricks and mortar and pop up the same thing. If you think of everything as a square foot, and you're paying $100 for a 10 by 10 spot, okay, you've got $1 a square foot.
Mhm.
But how much of that square footage are you allocating for traffic flow to allow more than one person
Mhm.
in and out? There's nothing worse than, you're in a little tent and somebody comes, and I'm not discouraging about parents with, a stroller or anything, but if you have just something displayed at the very corner and they park and they block your booth to everybody else,
Yeah.
is there another way to come in and out? Is somebody going to feel trapped? A lot of people have claustrophobia.
Mhm. I get what you're
So, do you have something that's freestanding or can be looked at from two sides?
saying.
Different ways to look at different things depending upon your product. If you have something that's easy lifted, you want to keep it close to you so you keep an eye on it. If something's got a security thing on, you have a little bit more lax.
Mm.
Again, do you have somebody else helping you? You know, there's so many different facets to it, but the main thing about this class is being able to look at things from your consumer, from your point of view, and from your potential consumer's point of view. Okay. And they all play a point. Do I stock immediately upon something being sold, or do I wait till the end of the day, or do I wait till the next day? You know, Again, what's your product?
Yeah.
Where are you? You know, this is why rotating stock is great because it encourages people to do it. Something as simple as a bricks and mortar, you
Mhm.
can give them a little passport
Mhm.
and make a scavenger hunt in your store.
Nice.
Okay. That, you know, are you observant? Just something very simple. And it could be three items
Uh-huh.
that forces them up and down in three different sections to play. And then they get to put their entry in to maybe a $10 gift certificate for their next visit.
Ooh.
But it gets
Oh,
them looking through your store and really seeing what you have because you're not telling them the size, the color.
right.
It could be just a sign that they're looking for or an actual physical product.
Yeah.
Okay. So something as simple as that. And you don't even have to just say, what's the best way to contact you? Their choice. Is it phone or email? Please let us know. No, we don't give it out.
Right.
And, you know, this is
Right.
not a marketing thing to glom all your email addresses to annoy you.
Right.
We welcome you to follow our Facebook page or our Instagram.
Right.
We'll let you know where we're going to be next time.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things. If you're a bricks and mortar, you have a physical location. My store, I only do shopping by appointment only
Mhm.
because I have 2 day jobs and I help watch my aging parents.
Mhm.
Lots of doctor's appointments.
Right.
So we've got to adapt to our situations as well as our consumer. And you know what we found in the 27 years of doing shopping by appointment only? They love it.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, for my industry, it works. It
Nice.
works. Mhm.
I am still I took your class last summer and I am still digesting all of the stuff. So if you have a brick and mortar, if you want to have a brick and mortar, if you have a pop-up, if you have anything where you're selling product, this is the place that you want to be. Come to our growth workshop May 9th in Nevada. And you can find out details on our website at nevadamomainstreet.com. Thanks, Liz. I can't wait to see
Oh,
you on the
you're
9th.
welcome. Likewise. Thank you so very much.